know if this is right or not, but we gonna see. Welcome to Bible Clarity. I hope y'all are doing well and that today is going fantastic for you. Y'all, this is Bible Clarity. I am switching them up a little bit. I'm still doing Bible Clarity. I'm still doing the message. So make sure you tune in for that. Turn your notifications on so you're notified anytime I go live or post a video. But this is Bible Clarity. I'm committed to the cross. I have made a commitment to read through the entire Bible with y'all. And I have to do that, okay? Because that's what I told the Lord I was going to do. So we are going to continue to do our messages, right? I'm going to do a message after this, but we're going to record Deuteronomy 5 and 6 today. Okay, Deuteronomy 5 and 6. I will be posting these. We're still doing 2 chapters at a time. And then, like I said, afterwards, you can tap in for the message for the day. So turn your notifications on. Okay, so Deuteronomy 5 and 6. That's where we are. Before this, when was the last time? On Friday, we talked about Moses is giving a recap. Okay, he's giving a recap of everyone, the new generation of Israelites. Those are getting ready to step into the promised land, right? So that's where we are. We're getting ready to go into the promised land. We've been in the wilderness, but we're moving into our promise, y'all. We're moving into our promise. Okay, so just know that. So we're in Deuteronomy 5. Okay, and this is, of course, the One Step Closer Bible. Y'all know this is my favorite. I did my tabs over, y'all. Don't judge me. Yes, I'm going to talk to y'all just like we normally on a live. Don't be no hater. 144, okay? So this is a whole show just like we was live, right? So this is the One Step Closer Bible in the NLT. This is the NLT. So on to do it. Let's read Deuteronomy 5 and 6. Y'all know we read the Bible 2 chapters at a time. Okay, that is our commitment. Here we go. This is right. Here we go. So now we are on the 10 commandments for the covenant community. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, just like we real life. Now I'm gonna be in the comments with y'all when we're watching this, but y'all know I'm foolish. Come on, 222, and I'm be in the comments talking with y'all about this. So this is what we're gonna try. We're trying something different, right? We gotta experiment, switch some things up sometimes. Okay, all to do it. Let's get to it. Deuteronomy 5, the 10 commandments for the covenant community. Moses called all the people of Israel together and said, "Listen carefully, Israel. Hear the decrees and regulations I am giving you today, so you may learn them and obey them." Period. Obedience is better than sacrifice. The Lord our God made a covenant with us at Mount Sinai. The Lord did not make this covenant with our ancestors, but with all of us who are alive today. At the mountain, the Lord spoke to you face to face from the heart of the fire. I stood as an intermediary between you and the Lord, for you were afraid of the fire and did not want to approach the mountain. He spoke to me, and I passed the words on to you. This is what he said. I am the Lord your God who rescued you from the land of Egypt, the place of your slavery. You must not have any other God but me. You must not make for yourself an idol of any kind or an image of anything in the heavens or on earth or in the sea. You must not bow down to them or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God who will not tolerate your affection for any other gods. I lay the sins of the parents upon their children. The entire family is affected, even children in the 3rd and 4th generations of those who reject me. But I lavish unfailing love for 1,000 generations on those who love me and obey my commands. You must not misuse the name of the Lord your God. The Lord will not let you go unpunished if you misuse his name. Don't be using the Lord's name in vain, okay? Observe the Sabbath day to keep it by keeping it holy, as the Lord your God has commanded. You have 6 days each week for your ordinary work, but the 7th day is a Sabbath day of rest dedicated to the Lord your God. On that day, no one in your household may do any work. This includes you, your sons and daughters, your male and female servants, your oxen and donkeys, and other livestock, and any foreigners living among you. All your male and female servants must rest as you do. Remember that you were once slaves in Egypt, but the Lord your God brought you out with his strong hand and powerful arm. This is why the Lord your God has commanded you to rest on the Sabbath day. Honor your father and mother as the Lord your God commanded you. Then you will live a long, full life in the land the Lord your God is giving you. You must not murder. You must not commit adultery. You must not steal. You must not testify falsely against your neighbor. You must not covet your neighbor's wife. You must not covet your neighbor's house or land, male or female servant, ox or donkey, or anything else that belongs to your neighbor. The Lord spoke these words to all of you assembled there at the foot of the mountain. He spoke with a loud voice from the heart of the fire, surrounded by clouds and deep darkness. This was all he said at that time, and he wrote his words on 2 stone tablets and gave them to me. But when you heard the voice from the heart of the darkness, while the mountain was blazing with fire, all your tribal leaders and elders came to me. They said, "Look, the Lord our God has shown us his glory and greatness, and we have heard his voice from the heart of the fire. Today we have seen that God can speak to us humans, and yet we live. But now, why should we risk death again? If the Lord our God speaks to us again, we will certainly die and be consumed by his awesome fire. Can any living thing hear the voice of the living God from the heart of the fire as we did and yet survive? Go yourself and listen to what the Lord our God says. Then come and tell us everything he tells you, and we will listen and obey." Okay, so this was back in Exodus when the Lord, of course, gave the first set of commandments. He freed them. They were out, I think it was Exodus, Mount Sinai, and then the people them don't want to go, child. They don't want to go. They said, "Moses, you just go. You go for us, and then we'll just listen to what you say." Okay, the Lord heard the request you made to me, and he said, "I have heard what the people said to you, and they are right. Oh, that they would always have hearts like this." The Lord know message. The Lord know they finna rebel. Oh, that they would always have hearts like this, that they might fear me and obey all my commands. If they did, they and their descendants would prosper forever. Go and tell them, return to your tents, but you stand here with me so I can give you all my commands, decrees, and regulations. You must teach them to the people so they can obey them in the land I am giving them as their possession. So Moses told the people, "You must be careful to obey all the commands of the Lord your God, following his instructions in every detail. Stay on the path that the Lord your God has commanded you to follow. Then you will live long and prosperous lives in the land you are about to enter and occupy." Y'all, we have got to make sure that we are continuing always to obey whatever the Lord has told us to do. Come on, 826. I've been getting that number a lot, y'all. Y'all thought it wasn't gonna be live nope, I'm still the same old ToShae all the time. Look, 826. Did I get it today, y'all? Nope, yesterday. See, 826. So we have got to make sure that we're obeying, paying attention. I'm going to have to look it up. Look, just be who you are. Come on, global partnerships. We receive it. Okay, I'm back, right? A call for wholehearted commitment. A call for wholehearted commitment. Deuteronomy 6. Let me see. Hold on. Let me read this first. Desires. Deuteronomy 5:21. This verse speaks of desire that turns into covetousness, which leads to no good. When David saw Bathsheba bathing, he desired his neighbor's wife so much that ultimately he killed to get her. I can't wait to read that, y'all. I ain't read all of it yet. This is in 2 Samuel 11, 211. Most of us cannot imagine doing such a thing, but a simple desire for something another person has can flare into an obsession. Allowing your mind to dwell on such desires can keep the fire alive until an opportune moment comes along. Then you find yourself doing something you never dreamed possible. Passion-fueled dreams can lead to passion-powered actions. So y'all know this is why we don't want to act out of our emotions. We don't want to do things when you're too angry, you're sad, you're upset, because a lot of times we end up making the wrong decision. So we want to make sure that we're not doing things when we are overly emotional, whatever the emotion is, okay? Now, a call for wholehearted commitment, okay? Deuteronomy 6. These are the commands, decrees, and regulations that the Lord your God commanded me to teach you. You must obey them in the land you are about to enter and occupy, and you and your children and grandchildren must fear the Lord your God as long as you live. If you obey all his decrees and commands, you will enjoy a long life. Listen closely, Israel, and be careful to obey. Then all will go well with you, and you will have many children in the land flowing with milk and honey, just as the Lord your God, God of your ancestors, promised you. Listen, O Israel, the Lord, wait a minute, y'all. My bad, hold on. Okay, I'm back. Listen, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord alone. And you must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your strength. And you must commit yourself wholeheartedly to these commands that I am giving you today. Repeat them again and again to your children. Talk about them when you are at home and when you are on the road, when you are going to bed and when you are getting up. Tie them to your hands and wear them on your forehead as reminders. Not on the forehead, Lord. Write them on the doorposts of your house and your gates. The Lord your God will soon bring you into the land he swore to give you when he made a vow to your ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It is a land with large, prosperous cities that you did not build. The houses will be richly stocked with goods you did not produce. You will draw water from cisterns you did not dig, and you will eat from vineyards and olive trees you did not plant. When you have eaten your fill in this land, be careful not to forget the Lord who rescued you from slavery in the land of Egypt. You must fear the Lord your God and serve him. When you take an oath, you must use only his name. Come on, 12:14. So if you say you're going to do something, make sure that you do that. It's like me. I'm committed, y'all. Y'all know I am committed to completing this because this is an assignment. This is a contract that I made, 12:26, that I made with the Lord, right? I was like, okay, I'm going to make sure that I'm showing up and doing Bible clarity every day. So this is, you got to stay committed, y'all. If you told the Lord you're going to do something, make sure you keep that commitment, okay? You must not worship any of the gods you must not worship any of the gods of neighboring nations, for the Lord your God who lives among you is a jealous God. His anger will flare up against you, and he will wipe you from the face of the earth. You must not test the Lord your God as you did when you complained at Massa. You must diligently obey the commands of the Lord your God, all the laws and decrees he has given you. Do what is right and good in the Lord's sight, so all will go well with you. Then you will enter and occupy the good land that the Lord swore to give your ancestors. You will drive out all the enemies living in the land, just as the Lord said you would. In the future, your children will ask you, what is the meaning of these laws, decrees, and regulations that the Lord our God has commanded us to obey? Then you must tell them, we were Pharaoh's slaves in Egypt, but the Lord brought us out of Egypt with his strong hand. The Lord did miraculous signs and wonders before our eyes, dealing terrifying blows against Egypt and Pharaoh and all his people. He brought us out of Egypt so he could give us this land he had sworn to give our ancestors. And the Lord our God commanded us to obey all these decrees and to fear him so he can continue to bless us and preserve our lives, as he has done to this day. For we will be counted as righteous when we obey all the commands the Lord our God has given us. Okay? The end. Now, hold on. There's a box. Let me go read it. This talks about family. Okay, so this is talking about Deuteronomy 6, 4-9. Colloquial wisdom has always maintained that spiritual values and character are caught as much as taught. And whether they realize it or not, parents are the primary role models children catch their values from. Parents who drop their children off at Sunday school on their way to the pool or golf course are as hypocritical as those who light up a cigarette while telling their children not to smoke. Don't be doing that, okay? The Bible teaches that parents bear the fundamental responsibility of spiritual education and that spiritual values are most effectively taught when they are integrated into the very fabric of family life. If a child watched your life, what would that child conclude about the importance of a relationship with God? Well, baby, let me tell y'all, ain't have to try to handle me, but baby, listen, my children, I'm so grateful, y'all, that in this season my children are able to see my relationship with God, right? They're able to see my relationship and how I've changed so significantly in this season and in this version of who I am. So that's it, y'all. So so they watching you, okay? If you have regardless, whatever, however old your children are, just know that they are watching, and we are responsible for being good role models. Because I kid you not, I just talked to my daughters about this a couple of days, or one of them. Oh no, both of them, huh? I did. I talked to both of them. They really be picking up stuff, y'all. I can see where each one of my children, but at least my girls, have picked up certain traits and characteristics from me. So just be mindful of that. Like, they really are watching, and I'm so grateful. My oldest daughter, of course, she's on her walk with the Lord, and so just be mindful, because they are looking, they're paying attention. Okay, that's it, y'all. That's it for Bible Clarity. Again, I'm trying something new. Y'all make sure y'all tap in for the message. Okay, we are still committed. We are still doing Bible Clarity. So y'all, like the live, share the love, share these messages, y'all, so we can get them out to as many people as possible. Okay, and y'all tune in for the message. I will see y'all in a couple of minutes. Y'all, hydrate your soul and things, drink your water, say gratitude, have a fantastic and amazing day in purpose and on purpose, and I will see y'all. Come on, higher self, I received that. 336 lets me know the Lord is in agreement with the changes that we're making up and separating Bible Clarity. All right, I'll see y'all in the morning. Okay, 6 a.m. I think I'm releasing these at 6 a.m. I don't know. Anyway, I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the morning. Okay, love y'all. Bye, y'all.